It's a wonderful day out here in rural Appalachia, and just, I don't even know if it'll say it, but look at that freaking sunrise. Beautiful.
We only have 1 month of long chores in the cold right now.
Yeah, 1 more month of long chores. We have to figure out, so we've never loaded up the sheep or the pigs before, and we don't really know how we're gonna do that. So if you have suggestions, we're definitely open to them. Good morning, ladies.
That was scary. A grasshopper went in my bill, and it's so funny.
Jiminy Cricket!
No! A grasshopper. Yesterday we forgot to do fen after the chickens.
Let's get our horse of a dog. I know, you're such a puppy. All right. What time did we do that? 1 o'clock yesterday? And it's 7 a.m. And look how much of that they've already cleared, like down to dirt. And over the next couple of days, they'll work their way over into this bush pretty easily.
Since we just moved here in March, we don't know what a lot of the plants are. So often we're taking pictures. Like I just took of this berry. And then we're going into our Google Lens. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Google Lens. Opening it up and asking Google what it is. So this is the autumn olive. So then we can learn more if they're detrimental to our animals or our kids or us, or if they're beneficial.
Bella, are you helping? We almost feel like animals this year were like training animals. Like, I mean, obviously they're doing fine. The pigs are huge. I don't even think the lambs have grown at all. I think they were full size when we got them almost. They're bigger. Maybe they are. It doesn't feel like they are. It's not as drastic as the pigs. We'll feel a lot more prepared for all of our animals next year. We'll already know how we want the systems, where we're going to set them up, and kind of where we're going to set the animals and run them. Wake up. It's time for your shift. There you go. I swear you can't get good help these days. Hey, so it got cold, huh? So what'd you do for your feet? You put a slipper in your shoe. Why not just wear socks?
Because when I wear the sock for this foot, it made my feet still cold.
One thing we are not giving up the farm car for is trash chores.
Guys, I just pulled I don't know how many kudzu, but this is kudzu. I wonder what it tastes like. Mommy, I'm gonna try it. Folks, it tastes terrific.
In saving money, so we just learned about peak hours with your electric company, and ours are from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. We've been trying really hard to not use our air conditioner or our stove, our washer, our dryer, our dishwasher during those hours. So that's meant a lot more Blackstone breakfasts and dinners. And it's been fun, but it's also something that we're having to learn and figure out and stuff. Looks like we've got some of our pepper plants growing a bit. We'll see if I actually do anything with them or if this will be as far as they go. So it says to soak your minced garlic in lemon juice to help mild out the garlic flavor.
Water. Mama, can I do that?
It says for a smoother texture to pop all these off. I feel like that works way better to just rub them through my hands like that. Got these, and I'm not sure if you can see it on the camera, but I just kind of filled it up with water because I needed to rinse it anyways. And now I'm just grabbing the little shells. And I mean, if I miss some, I miss some. Garbanzo beans. 1/4 of a cup of tahini. Gotta get out of here in like 10 minutes. See if I can do this. We're trying to meet people here. So we just moved here in March, and we did not live near here at all before that. So we know no one in the area, and there aren't a lot of like homesteaders and homeschoolers in the area, and so we're trying really hard to go to story time so that we can meet some people near us so that we can make friends, because the kids need friends. I would like friends.
You would like friends? Oh, Mom.
We're just kind of like making it work, and it's making our life a little bit busier than normally will be. And our church is like an hour away, which is fine. It just makes it harder to make friends because...
Mommy!
Why is there a chicken feather in my salt?
I didn't do that. I didn't.
Life with kids. Who wants to drive an hour out here to come hang out with us? Versus, I mean, like we can drive to them, but we don't want to do that all the time. You know, half and half. It's looking yummy. Let's try it. I'm still going to blend it a bit more for a bit smoother, but...
Mommy, they work. Mom, what you doing?
I'm making hummus. And then I can add more lemon juice and salt, which I'm going to do. I'm going to test the consistency because I'm used to store-bought hummus. So I like it a little bit smoother. That is so good. I'm going to have Jake try it, see what he thinks. Oh, so good.
Paisley! Paisley, you got to say, okay, Cody. It's time.
What do you think?
Spicy.
It's spicy.
You got to say, okay, Cody.
What do you think, Hayden?
It's time for us to go to get the baby. I got to finish your crown. Okay. Come on,
Oh, what is this?
Hummus.
That's good.
It's supposed to be like the hummus we got.
No, that's really good. You made that? So I mentioned that I do affiliate sales, and I had a company send me this thing, which is a complete pellet pizza oven. We're gonna cook our homemade pizzas that we put in the freezer, partially bake and freeze them. We're gonna put these into this oven and see how it turns out.
Ooh, it's firing up in there.
Whoa! Yeah, that's done. So 3 minutes is a little bit long. One last attempt. We're gonna do this just without the door closed and see if that changes anything. So for frozen, I think we're gonna recommend leave the door open for like a minute and then give it another minute. And this came out really nice. It's getting a little brown. This looks great. So our nighttime chores are much easier than our morning chores for two reasons. The first reason is because it's just us. The kids are already in bed. And the second is we just gotta make sure that everybody's locked up correctly. He's still a little bit of a puppy, right? He's only, despite his size, he's only 9 months old. So he's not quite full size yet. We don't really trust him, right? He's, you know, he'll still attack a chicken if it gets out or something like that. But also, we got Finn, because he should be big enough to protect the flock. But he's not old enough yet. We can't really trust him to do that. So we'll probably keep him locked up at night until he's like 18 months to 2 years. Normally we wait till closer to sundown, and that's like closer to 8:30. It says sunset was at 8:02. Is that everybody? Yep. It's as easy as that. This has been kind of a crazy week. We started doing this vlog 7 days ago. This is day 7. If you've been following along, awesome. Thank you. If you're just getting here, welcome. This isn't going to be our norm. I'm sure we'll have times where we do these like 7-day or 30-day sprints when we have a lot going on, and then other times we'll just do kind of normal content put out on a regular basis. But I've been having a lot of fun doing these daily vlogs. It's really interesting to try and like document our entire day, and definitely a little bit more difficult than I thought it would be.
That being said, we've been on this homestead process for around 4 years now. We bought a big, beautiful home back in 2021, and we thought that we would live in that house for a decade or more. And it was in a suburban area, 7 miles outside of the city and inside of a HOA neighborhood. And we might have lived in that house for 2 or 3 months. And I talked to Rachel and I said, I can't live here. I was not somebody that was willing or able to conform to the HOA rules. I thought that it was absolutely stupid. 13 months after we moved in, we sold it. We moved into a rental, looked for a while, and ended up buying a piece of land with friends of ours. We stayed on that piece of land, and that's where we got our start, like actually creating content for homesteading and stuff like that. And about 6 months in, and we had this revelation that we weren't going to be able to stay on that property forever. We moved off the property and basically became nomads. We lived with family, we traveled and stayed in Airbnbs all over the country. We narrowed down what we were looking for and where we were looking for it, and eventually found our 85 acres. And if you never heard it before, our plan with this 85 acres is to turn it into a multi-generational permaculture paradise. We plan on growing most of our own food and raising most of our own meat, and we want to put a lot of systems in place so that way most of that food production happens organically and happens with perennials. Look, I love a tomato and bacon sandwich just as much as the next person, and we're always going to plant those annuals. But knowing that we can plant an orchard or trees or bushes or anything inside of our 85 acres that not only will we eat off of, but our grandchildren will eat off of also, really sits well with us. Thanks for joining us on our first 7 days of this 30-day series, and remember, always be thankful for the process.